In this video, I will be demonstrating how to create a nap blocker. Now, the nap blocker is used to tame the nap of certain type of materials like terry cloths and things of that nature. So before you do any type of text or design on a towel or something that may have some nappy feel texture to it, you would create a nap blocker to knock that down so that the letters come out nice and crisp and nice and full right on top. So we will be comparing the difference between how to create the nap blocker with Chroma Inspire and then finish up with Chroma Lux. So first up is Chroma Inspire, and I'm going to show you how to create a nap blocker on Chroma Inspire. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a text, and let's just do something fun, and we're just going to go freestyle. Okay. Perfect. Now, if I'm not crazy about that text, let's pick something a little bit less radical. That's not radical, but let's pick something more normal. Let's go like this. All right, so we have our freestyle image. Now, if I were to embroider this directly on a towel or terry cloth, bath towel, or any type of nappy material, the nap would pretty much overtake the letters and they would get sunk into it and they would not look very good. So I'm going to use a nap blocker to get that done. In order to do this on on Inspire, what I have to do is I have to create a single layer underlay underneath the text. If I were to click on my complex fill, I'm going to create a complex fill right on the base. So I'm just going to go around and create this complex fill. And once I'm done, I right click and now I have my complex fill. Now this is very dense, it's a complex fill, and I only want it to block the nap. So I don't want this to be a part of my design, but just to complement my letters. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the actual item and I'm going to raise the density to about a 1.5. I want this to be very loose. Remember, I'm only using this to block the nap. Now again, because this is a complex fill, it does have underlay. So if we go to our underlay tool, you'll notice that there's a perpendicular underlay to it. I'm going to remove that. I only want the overlay, just a single layer on top. I don't want that other stuff because it's just going to make my image nice and dense and thick, and I don't want that. So here, this is to scale. This is 100% scale, so this is exactly how it's going to look. And let's change the color of the nap blocker to, let's say I'm doing a black towel. I'm going to make it black, but I want it to be below the file. So all I have to do is come here and drag the text over the complex fill, and there I am. So here we are. Now notice there's that line going through the center of the complex fill. I want to remove that, and an easy way to do that is if you select the complex fill and you go here to your shape tool, I can tell it that I want it to start right in this corner and I want it to end right in that corner, and I'm also going to make the design horizontal, and when I right click, that should get rid of that line. So it's going to start stitching right from here, do my nap blocker, and then it'll do the text on top. So let's watch how that plays out. Let's speed that up. So it's going to create the block underneath, and then that is going to act as a scaffolding so that my letters come out nice and thick on top, just as they're intended. Otherwise, it's not going to look nice. Now, there's different ways of doing this. So this is one way. And let's just speed that up a little bit. So that's one way to do the nap blocker technique. Now, another way is if you were to create a shape. Let's pick a circle. Let's say you're going to do a monogram and you're going to do it on a towel. You still need to do that. So by hitting the Command or Control key, I'm just going to create a circle. It's going to make a perfect circle. We're going to go to our selector tool. In Inspire, we're going to change that to a fill. Click Apply. And now we can go to our automatic digitizing, the auto digitizing, click yes. And now it has created a complex fill. But again, that's too thick and I don't want it to look that thick. The complex fill in this case is too thick and I need it to be very loose because I'm going to be putting text on top of it. So if I select that, there's my complex fill only. I'm going to remove this circle and delete it. So in this case here, let's bring that back into the middle. I'm going to make the density a lot less, like 1.5. Click Apply. And again, this is complex fill, so it's got overlay and underlay. So we're going to remove all the underlay and leave just the single line. Again, I have this line going down the middle. If I go to my shape tool, I can see that my orientation line is this way. So I'm going to start the file or the nap blocker down here, and I'm going to stop there, right click, and now that takes care of that line. So when that plays, let's delete this. So when we play this, you'll notice that it's just going to do one pass of complex fill, which is a very light pass, very loose and not very tight. If we want to make it even looser, all we have to do is select it and bring it back maybe even to 210. That is a good density for the nap blocker. About 2.1 is fine. You can go even higher. It all depends on the density of the nap that you're talking about. If it's really nappy, you might want to go a little bit thicker or less, depending. You'd have to test it out. Now, on top of this, I'm going to take my text and I'm just going to write some initials. Once I do that, I can hit the selector tool, go here, and let's pick a monogram. And using Inspire, we're going to pick the monogram tool in Inspire. Let's do this one. We're going to click Apply. And now we can take our initials and put them right on top. And I'm going to change the color to black. Just let's say we're putting it on a red towel. I would want the nap blocker to match my towel size and give the letters contrast, whatever color you want. So that way you wouldn't really notice. So here I can center my letters right onto the base. And there I have my design. Okay, so that way I can go and embroider this and it would look fine. Another way to create the nap blocker is by doing a contour of the text manually. So if I click the text tool, let's just pick something here and write freestyle. Okay. And let's pick some exciting letters. All right, that's cool right there. Let's say I wanted to do this on the towel. This is kind of busy, and you can imagine with all this detail, it might sink into the nap. So we need to create something that'll keep these letters on top of your towel. I'm going to click on Tools, go to General Options, and I'm going to go to Digitize and change it from Simple Draw to Freehand. This will allow me to manually draw a contour around these letters instead of just making a box. So by clicking on the complex fill, I'm going to start right here, and very carefully I'm going to try to stay the same distance away, kind of like if I was just kind of cutting it out. I'm just going to stay the same distance away. And you can add style to your letters like this and change it up a little bit. Instead of just making a box, this is going to make it look a little bit nicer. So you guys get the idea. You can just create a complex fill, or you can just create a box around it, or in this case I'm manually contouring it, and there is my complex fill. Again, this is very dense, so we're gonna make it approximately 2.1. Let's raise that to about 2.1. Click Apply, and we're going to remove the underlay, Apply, and we're also going to send this back. So by taking the text, I'm going to take the text and move it behind the complex fill. Now the text is on top, and let's change that text to the black color. There it is. Now remember you see all these little lines underneath on the complex fill. All we have to do is change the angle lines in the start and finish point to make it look really nice. So I'm going to go to my shape tool, click on here, and let's make it start down there. And where's my ending point? Let's have it, whoops, let's not do that. Let's bring that back. Let's have it end right up here. And now we've removed that stuff on the bottom. So let's zoom in a little bit. And that's what your text is going to look like. And when it plays out, it's going to start at the bottom, do your whole nap blocker, and then do the text on top. And I guarantee you that this is going to make sure that the text comes out nice and crisp and just right on top. So that was how to create a nap blocker with Chroma Inspire. Now we're going to switch over to Chroma Lux. Now we are using Chroma Lux, and I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do the same thing. I'm going to pick some text. There's my freestyle. Once I hit my selector tool, there it is. Let's put that in the middle so you could see it. Now, if I wanted to create a nap blocker with this, all I have to do is right-click, go to my utilities, and create nap blocker. Boom. Now, the nap blocker is going to ask me how wide, how far away from the edge do I want to go. So 0.16 is just how far away I want to go from the edge to here. Now, if you want it to be really big, you can increase that number. If you want it to be really close to the text, you can decrease it. But 1/6 at 0.6, that's a decent amount of size. So when I click OK, it does it for me automatically. And if I change the color, let's say I'm doing a white or a blue towel, I can just click that, and it automatically puts the nap blocker under the text. And if we click on it, notice how the edges are a little bit rough. This is one thing that Inspire doesn't let you do, but on Chroma Lux, you can go to this button right here, the little settings tool, and I'm gonna change that to a square edge. Now, be mindful of this edge right here. Watch what happens when I click apply. It smooths everything out and makes it look really nice. Now, you can increase the distance of this if you want, or decrease it depending on how much you want. But you'll have to test it out to see what works best for you. The 1.5 usually works pretty well. If you want to remove these little lines that are going through the middle, you can go to your shape tool, and we're going to change our stop and stop point. We're going to start it down here, and let's see, and let's stop it over there. Let's change our lines, and usually that'll take care of those lines underneath. And you want to have contrasting colors, because the color of your nap blocker should match the color of your garment. Or if you want to add some style to it, you can change around. But the nap blocker is not only for text. You can also use it for designs that you want to create the blocker underneath. So it really doesn't matter what it is. All you have to do is select all of it, right click, nap blocker, and it'll create the nap blocker for you. Now that you saw what it looks like with the 0.16 nap blocker, we're going to use and make it a little bit smaller. Let's see what happens. We're going to right click, go to utility, create nap blocker, and this time I'm going to go 0.05. And once I click OK, you'll notice that it only created the nap for each individual letter. So this is another way to use the nap blocker. You can just have it, it's really intended just to protect that letter. So if you wanted to do a logo on a car mat or something like that, you'd want to use this to make sure that it would compress all the material first before your text went on it. Otherwise, the car mat or any type of material would just kind of overrun it, and it would sink into the material a little bit too deep. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you like, share, subscribe if you like the content that we're producing here at Racoma, and hit that notification bell so you know when we're coming out with the great content. We'll see you on the next video.